Oh, welcome to Hooligan Designs, and I've just shown you there a quick video of me doing some more welding, and I get it that you're probably sick of seeing welding videos, but it's quite a big project for me, trying to self-teach something so complicated off of response and feedback through basically the people online. And YouTube videos. It's kind of hard. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but we're getting there. So I was just going to do a quick rundown. So it's been a couple of weeks now. We've been playing with this, and we've tried several different bits and bobs, and I was just going to talk through them. And I almost had to take a step back and go back to basics over the last week, because I'm trying to get away from the focus of welding stuff that I'm unlikely to use very often. So for example, like here where I first started off, and I was just playing around with some bits of scrap metal, just doing some runs and just trying to get the sort of general feel for it. And you know, yeah, I managed to stick metal to metal, and actually two bits of square box section together. It's not pretty, but when on motorbikes I'm going to be using box section, so you know, but you've got to start somewhere. So then I moved on to some plate. Again, yeah, it's stuck together, you know, it's there. I'm not saying it would pass any sort of inspection, but two bits of metal together, a bit like the box section, definitely not pretty. But it, you know, getting the hang of something that you've never done before is never easy. So you've just got to keep going. So, you know, I then tried to focus on stuff that I was going to do, like trying to put really thin, and that's about 1.5, maybe 2 mil at most. Trying to get stuff to work that I'm actually going to use, and just had loads of issues. I mean, that's some solid bar there into some 3 mil, and again, it's still not great blow through. So then what I did is I moved on to some thin plate, and I posted these pictures up a couple of days ago of playing around with this, and finally started to get the hang of it. I mean, here you can see I was blowing holes in it, and then speaking to people, I managed to get it to this where I was able to make a run, and then worked out that actually or was told on the thinner stuff, don't even use filler rods. So you can see there again, you know, it's not the prettiest of welds, but it is a weld. It is together. It's a starting point. It gives you the motivation to keep going when you get two bits of metal that stick together, because let's face it, that's the point of welding. So you get to a point and you're like, yeah, great. On that video there, you've just seen me weld these two plates together. Again, not perfect, not totally pretty, but they are together. I could have probably gone a little bit hotter in places, but this is point of learning. I mean, I've probably got less than about 8 hours on the welder itself, and then the last thing you see me weld was these, and this is what I want it for. This is what I wanted to learn to TIG weld for, is to be able to do framework. So we're heading in the right direction. I'm kind of happy with that, actually, because that's the first time I successfully, apart from sticking the electrode, the tungsten to it, which you've seen. I mean, that could be ground back a bit, and I could probably have done with some filler rod in there to give it a bit better, but it's there, it's getting there, and that's where I wanted to be. So that's basically the rundown. You can see I'm burning through scrap. I've gone out and bought a chop saw so that it makes it a bit easier for cutting the metal, so I can do more welding and less time cutting metal. And the scrap bin is still overflowing with more metal to weld together. So we're going to keep on at this and keep going. I just thought I'd give you a quick update on the welding stuff we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks. We've got the mudguard to fit to the XSR again. I need to adjust the framework behind here. I need the welder to do that. So I'm hoping I can get to a stage where I can actually do some work on some actual bits for the bike, and then obviously then we've got the frame down there to start patching up and building a subframe for. So stick with it. There is a reason for the welding, and that is to do a bit more on the bikes. So we'll get there. Cheers for watching.